Sister Spouses fan has stunning spat with Kody and Robyn Brown. Without a doubt, it is generally somewhat dreamlike to see somebody well known in nature. In the wake of seeing long stretches of Sister Spouses stars Kody and Robyn Brown on television, many individuals can select them from a group. Notwithstanding, one fan uncovered they had a stunning spat with Kody and his modest, beautiful spouse, Robyn. In reality, Kody earthy-colored likes to treat his women. In a new episode of Sister Spouses, Janelle Brown was examining her birthday date with Kody Brown in the midst of their coronavirus fighting. In numerous ways, Christine earthy-colored Wooly thought it was astonishing she had taken him up on the deal. Yet, Janelle said that her schedule was clear, and she chose to partake in a free feast on his dime. Kody Brown spouted over getting reservations at the best eatery in Arizona, Mariposa. However, one fan had a stunning spat with Kody and his monogamous spouse, Robyn Brown. At that very place, Sister Wives fan has stunning disagreement with Kody and Robyn Brown. Apparently, Sister Spouses star Kody Brown didn't only go all out for Janelle Brown, yet he additionally took Robyn Brown to Mariposa. Those hard-to-score reservations don't have all the earmarks of being really difficult for Kody. As a matter of fact, Kody is continuously searching for ways of keeping Robyn's consideration. One Redditor inquired as to whether anybody had noticed or met any of the Browns in a public setting. While somebody as of late saw the warm couple in Las Vegas, another person raised the very cafe Kody had gone a little overboard on for Janelle's birthday. One client handed off a story from their girl, saying, "My girl is a server at Mariposa in Sedona, and she once looked out for Kody and Robyn. She said they were very affectionate with one another. Besides," they added, "they supplicated prior to eating their food." Furthermore, the association was far more agreeable than anticipated. The client added, "She said Kody is all the more smooth when the cameras are not on him. But rather something they noticed that was exceptionally stunning was, his hair looks significantly more horrible face to face." Another person got to throw out the hair comment, "His hair." The client added, "I'm citing what my little girl said. She's comical." Sister Spouses fans examine when the supper happened. In addition to the fact that some sister-wived fans think it was a decent sign that Kody Brown was all the more smooth, yet they viewed the report on his hair as a smart idea. In many cases, individuals view Kody's level as a shock since they normally anticipate that he should be a lot taller, around 5 feet 11 inches. Notwithstanding, individuals think when they see him in person he is nearer to 5'7" or 5'8", but to hear his hair was more horrendous face to face was a shock since it is hard to accept it very well may be any more awful. The individual sharing the story explained the locating was in the fall of 2024 in light of the fact that their girl had messaged, realizing they watched the series. Furthermore, they examined their little girl had just been working there about a year, so she wasn't around when Kody and Janelle Brown had their supper together. Be that as it may, they like getting to meet numerous celebrities who incessant the eatery. During the conversation of the course of events, one Sister Spouses fan added when they figured Kody and Janelle would have been at Mariposa. They say, "I accept it was May 6, 2022. It was between when Christine and Janelle left, so certainly 2022, and it was either Janelle's birthday or their commemoration, and their commemoration was in January. Proposes that no less than two of Kody earthy-colored's kids might have connected with him during the Christmas season." With strains among Kody and a significant number of his more seasoned youngsters at a record-breaking high, this news has started conversations among Sister Spouses fans about conceivable compromise and whether Kody is finding a ways to repair his connections. Kody's stressed associations with his kids. Throughout the course of recent years, Kody's associations with a few of his youngsters have disintegrated, especially with those from his union with Janelle and Christine. A considerable lot of them have openly communicated dissatisfaction over his partiality toward Robyn's children and his absence of contribution in their lives. This alienation became obvious in ongoing Sister Spouses episodes, where a few of Kody's more seasoned youngsters uncovered that they had next to zero contact with him. The Christmas season struggles for the earthy-colored family, as it frequently features the developing fractures among Kody and his kids. In any case, reports recommend that something like 2 of his children might have tried to reconnect with him during the current year's festivals. Which kids connected? While no authority affirmation has been made, fans guess that the youngsters who might have reached Kody could be from his relationships with Janelle or Christine. Some trust that Gabriel or Post, regardless of their rough history with Kody, may have connected trying to fix their stressed bond. Others propose that one of Christine's little girls, perhaps Isabel, might have settled on the decision, given her previous endeavors to keep up with some type of relationship with her dad. Via web-based entertainment, a few fans have highlighted enigmatic posts from specific earthy-colored kids that recommend a potential connection with Kody. For instance, one of Janelle's children shared a dubious message about picking family in spite of the past, which persuaded watchers to think that a discussion with Kody could have occurred. Did Kody start the contact? A significant place of conversation among Sister Spouses fans is whether Kody was the person who connected first or on the other hand in the event that his youngsters stepped up to the plate. Given his set of experiences of willfulness and reluctance to concede issue, that's what many trust assuming any compromise endeavors happened, it was reasonable driven by the youngsters instead of Kody. In any case, some theorize that Robyn might have urged Kody to connect, especially since she has frequently spoken about needing to keep up with family solidarity. Others contend that Kody might have felt the heaviness of his alienated connections over special times of year and chosen to express a desire for peace himself. Fan responses to the conceivable reconnection. The Sister Spouses fanbase has been vocal about Kody's treatment of his kids, and responses to this news have been blended. A few fans accept that any endeavor at compromise is a positive development, paying little heed to who started it. Others still have doubts, contending that Kody has more than once shown partiality toward Robyn's youngsters and that any work to retouch things with his different children is short of what was needed. One fan tweeted, "To fix things with his children, he really wants to accomplish something other than acknowledge a call. Talk is cheap." One more remarked, "I trust the facts really confirm that a portion of his children called him, yet I likewise trust they don't let him free for how he treated them." What's next for Kody and his children? In the event that Kody got occasion calls from two of his kids, it could stamp the start of a sluggish compromise process. Nonetheless, retouching these connections will take in excess of a solitary call. Fans will observe near check whether Kody circles back to genuine activity, whether that implies really trying to visit his children, recognizing previous slip-ups, or demonstrating that he esteems each of his kids similarly. As Sister Spouses keeps on reporting the Browns' developing relational intricacies, watchers are anxious to see whether this potential reconnection prompts significant change or on the other hand in the event that it was essentially a short-lived occasion motion. One way or the other, the strain inside the earthy-colored family stays one of the most discussed parts of the show, and fans will watch out for how Kody handles his job as a dad pushing ahead. The Sister Spouses fan local area is no more peculiar to finding humor in the show, encompassing Kody Brown's questionable fourth wife, Robyn Brown. Nonetheless, another hypothesis circling among fans has left numerous both giggling and scratching their heads, allegations that Robyn Brown in some way took from SpongeBob SquarePants. While it might sound unusual, the case has started conversations on the web, and fans are separating why they see similitudes among Robyn and certain components of the famous Enlivened series. The peculiar SpongeBob association. From the beginning, the association between Sister Spouses and SpongeBob SquarePants appears to be totally irregular. Nonetheless, a more intensive look uncovers that a few fans have drawn matches between Robyn's character, peculiarities, and, surprisingly, monetary way of behaving with specific parts of the animation show. Some accept her crying and overstated profound reactions look like that of SpongeBob characters, while others propose her way to deal with cash is shockingly like Mr. Krabs. The close-to-home breakdowns, Robyn vs. SpongeBob. Perhaps of the most eminent examination comes from Robyn's regular close-to-home showcases on Sister Spouses. Fans have frequently kidded about how she will in general start to sob uncontrollably at each tough spot, depicting herself as a definitive casualty. This has driven some to contrast her with SpongeBob, who is known for his sensational when he lost his pet snail. Right now, she ought to have her own ambient sound for sensational wailing. Watchers have frequently called attention to that Robyn's sad articulations appear to helpfully arise when she is attempting to acquire compassion from Kody or legitimize her place as his number one spouse. Very much like SpongeBob can cry without a moment's notice, Robyn's personal breakdowns appear ceaseless, making it simple for fans to draw correlations between the two. The cash storing, Robyn vs. Mr. Krabs. One more part of the SpongeBob-Robyn hypothesis comes from fans who accept that Robyn's way to deal with cash is like that of Mr. Krabs, the voracious entrepreneur of the Krusty Krab. All through sister spouses, watchers have censured Robyn for supposedly depleting the family's funds while different wives, like Janelle and Christine, were left to monetarily fight for themselves. One fan stated, "Robyn is in a real sense Mr. Krabs. All she took Kody's cash, ensured she got the greatest house, and left different spouses battling." Similar as Mr. Krabs, who focuses on benefit over all the other things, fans contend that Robyn's principal concern has forever been monetary security for her as well as her kids. She had the option to persuade Kody to get her a costly home in Flagstaff, notwithstanding monetary battles inside the family, building up the conviction that she esteems cash regardless of anything else. Control and control, microscopic fish versus Robyn? While Mr. Krabs may be the clearest SpongeBob character connected to Robyn, a few fans have likewise brought up likenesses among Robyn and microscopic fish, the contemptible yet modest brains continuously plotting for his own benefit. Tiny Fish continually controls others to accomplish his objectives, similar as fans accept Robyn has finished with Kody and the relational peculiarity. Many fans feel that Robyn remembered the big picture in situating herself as Kody's number one spouse and, in doing as such, got the best monetary and everyday encouragement inside the family. By step disconnecting him from his different spouses, she presently has the most impact over Kody's choices, making her a definitive sister wives Tiny Fish. Fan responses, is this simply a joke? However, the SpongeBob correlations might appear to be absurd. Fans have tracked down humor in examining them. Images and kids about Robyn's silly conduct have spread across online entertainment, prompting banters about whether the examinations are basically comedic or hold some reality. One fan tweeted, "Right now, attention ought to simply alter SpongeBob's violin music into each scene where Robyn begins crying." One more added, "In the event that Kody is Squidward, drained and hopeless, Robyn is certainly Mr. Krabs storing every one of the assets." While certain fans see these examinations as a carefree joke, others contend that they feature main problems inside the earthy-colored relational intricacy. The allegations that Robyn stores cash, controls Kody, and positions herself as a never-ending casualty are not new, and some accept the SpongeBob correlations basically make these focuses in a seriously engaging manner. What's next for Robyn? With sister spouses proceeding to record what is going on, fans will watch out for Robyn's activities to check whether these SpongeBob correlations hold any legitimacy. Whether she keeps on crying over each contention like SpongeBob, crowd monetary assets like Mr. Krabs, or decisively control Kody like microscopic fish, one thing is sure, Robyn stays quite possibly of the most discussed figure in the sister spouses universe. Up to that point, fans will probably keep on drawing funny correlations between the earthy colors and darling animation characters, family battles, and the difficulties of keeping up with different relationships under one family. Notwithstanding, fans are presently revealing what they accept to be stunning confirmation that the earthy-colored family has been misdirecting them from the start. As new data surfaces, numerous watchers feel double-crossed by what they consider a painstakingly created misleading story intended to keep crowds snared and tender-loving cares evaluations high. Misleading solidarity, was everything to look good? Quite possibly of the most ridiculously obvious problem fans have called attention to is the picture of solidarity the Browns projected in the early seasons. Kody, Mary, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn all seem to work as a durable unit, confronting outer judgment and cultural difficulties together. Notwithstanding, in the background, it seems breaks were framing in the family structure some time before they were disclosed. A few fans accept that Kody and Robyn had previously situated themselves as the prevailing couple, while different spouses were shoved aside in manners that weren't at first obvious to watchers. Christine's possible takeoff from the marriage in 2021, remaining many fans addressing whether her despondency had been concealed for a really long time. In her public explanations, Christine uncovered that she had been battling with the dynamic well before leaving Kody, yet sister spouses frequently introduced her as happy, while perhaps not totally fulfilled. This proposes that significant issues were purposely covered from the crowd to keep up with the show's story of a unified polygamous family. Monetary duplicity, where did the cash go? One more part of the supposed trickery includes the Browns' funds. Throughout the long term, the family every now and again talked about monetary difficulties, especially when it came to bearing the cost of discreet homes, buying land at Coyote Pass, and keeping up with their huge family. Notwithstanding, ongoing discoveries demonstrate that Kody and Robyn have been residing serenely in their sumptuous $900,000 Flagstaff home, while Janelle and Meri were left with far less assets. Many fans have brought up irregularities in monetary exposures and ways of managing money, addressing how the family could bear the cost of extravagance properties while at the same time arguing monetary misery. Robyn, specifically, has been blamed for getting what is going on for her as well as her youngsters while different spouses battled. The split among Robyn and the remainder of the family was unpretentious right away, yet as the years went on, it turned out to be more evident that she and Kody were settling on choices that helped themselves over the aggregate nuclear family. Prearranged show and constrained storylines. Long-lasting watchers have additionally begun to address whether certain storylines were produced or misrepresented for sensational impact. While unscripted TV generally includes a degree of altering to make convincing stories, sister spouses fans presently accept that makers effectively molded storylines to misdirect crowds. Minutes that were introduced as unconstrained, like family contentions, significant moves, or monetary challenges, may have been intentionally arranged to increase pressure and draw out the show's run. For instance, the Browns' move from Las Vegas to Flagstaff was outlined as an unexpected and essential progress. At this point, many fans presently suspect that monetary intentions and Robyn's impact assumed a greater part than initially recommended. If valid, this would imply that the alleged battle of moving was less about a common family choice and more about obliging Kody and Robyn's inclinations. Marriage elements, the Kody and Robyn show? As sister spouses advanced, Kody's inclination for Robyn ended up being progressively self-evident. While the show at first exhibited a harmony between his associations with every one of the four spouses, obviously Robyn held an extraordinary spot in his heart, to such an extent that a few fans currently accept the show's whole reason moved to oblige their romantic tale. Over the long run, watchers saw Kody pulling away from his different spouses, making it clear that his obligation to plural marriage had blurred. Christine's exit was the principal significant indication of this breakdown, and by 2022, Janelle and Meri had likewise moved away from Kody, leaving him basically monogamous with Robyn. Fans contend that this shift was occurring in the background for a really long time, yet the show endeavored to darken it, keeping up with the deception of a completely practical polygamous family as far as might be feasible. Fan backfire and disloyalty. As more proof arises that the Browns have not been straightforward with their crowd, fan backfire has developed. Virtual entertainment is loaded up with conversations about how the family apparently deceived watchers for a really long time, with many individuals addressing whether they can believe whatever was introduced on sister spouses. Some have even called for attention to be more straightforward in how the show is delivered and to consider the Browns responsible for any likely distortion. One watcher tweeted, "I feel like I've been deceived for north of 10 years. The Browns sold us this thought of major areas of strength for a family when as a general rule, they were going to pieces the entire time." Another fan remarked, "We've all been watching the Kody and Robyn romantic tale, camouflaged as a show about plural marriage. The misdirection is genuine." What's next for sister spouses? With Christine, Janelle, and Meri as of now not effectively partaking in Kody's life, the eventual fate of sister spouses stays unsure. While certain fans trust the show will go on with the viewpoint of the exes continuing on, others accept it ought to reach a conclusion since its unique reason has imploded. The greatest inquiry is whether tender loving care will address the charges of duplicity or keep introducing the story as it has for a really long time. In the event that fans' confidence in the show has been destroyed, it could be challenging for sister spouses to keep up with the unwavering viewership it once had. Despite what occurs straight away, one thing is sure, fans are done fully trusting everything, and they will observe perceive how the earthy colors and attention handle the aftermath from long stretches of supposed trickery.